Time for the Invincible Armored Iron Man, the Incredible Hulk, Thor, the God of Thunder, Captain America, the first Avenger, and the rest of Marvel's heroes to come together to form the Avengers to fight against Ultron. Avengers, Age of Ultron, directed and written by Joss Whedon, the same man who directed the first Avengers movie. And this movie brings back Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, Iron Man, Chris Evans as Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner, aka the Incredible Hulk, Jeremy Renner as Clint Barton, aka Hawkeye, and Scarlett Johansson as Natasha Romanoff, aka the Black Widow. This movie also has two new characters, the Maximoff twins, Pietro and Wanda, aka Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch, and our villain, Ultron, played by the lead actor from The Blacklist, James Spader. This movie takes up where Captain America and the Winter Soldier left off. The Avengers are going after Hydra, which is now led by the evil Baron von Strucker, played by Thomas Kitchen. He has the Maximoff twins, the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, helping him out. Once the Avengers defeat Baron von Strucker and take Loki's scepter away from him, they go back to the Avengers Tower. And it is there where we find out that Tony Stark has created an artificial intelligence named Ultron. And of course, something goes terribly wrong with this artificial intelligence. It becomes self-aware, it gets its own body, and it decides it wants to kill the Avengers, and kill all life on Earth, and it enlists the help of the Maximoff twins, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, so the Avengers have to team up again to stop it. This is an amazing movie. I really love this film. Joss Whedon does an amazing job with the action and does an amazing job making sure each character shines and gets their equal amount of screen time. And I love what he did with this movie versus the last one. In the last Avengers movie, Jeremy Renner's character Hawkeye didn't get enough screen time, so Joss Whedon made sure to give Hawkeye more screen time in this movie, which is awesome. I really like the fact that we got a little bit into Hawkeye's background, and we get a little bit to everybody's background when Scarlet Witch uses her mind powers on each of the Avengers, and that's very cool. We also meet up with a new character named Vision, played by Paul Bettany. The Avengers decide to create another artificial intelligence to defeat Ultron. And Vision is such an amazing character. I really did like him. Hulk and Black Widow get their own little romance, which was hinted in the first movie. And I did like that it was expanded a little bit. I wasn't sure about how I was going to feel about it, and I didn't mind it too much. Now let's talk about that Hulk versus Hulkbuster fight. You know I had to talk about that. That was the best part of the whole movie. It is worth the ticket price alone just to see Hulk go against Iron Man in a big Iron Man suit. It was amazing. I loved every minute of it. I couldn't wait to see that part. And when it came, it was fantastic. Didn't mind too much. The chemistry everybody has is fantastic. They work so well together. It really feels like a team. And let's talk about the negatives of this movie as well, because there are some negatives. The first negative is the accents that the Maximoff twins have, particularly Quicksilver's accent, who's played by Aaron Taylor Johnson from the Kick-Ass movie. And his accent felt a little bit too fake, but Elizabeth Olsen's accent, when she plays Quicksilver's sister, the Scarlet Witch, the accent with her just felt a little bit more natural, so it looks like Elizabeth Olsen is able to handle the accent better than Aaron Taylor Johnson does, at least in my opinion. Next, there's also what happens to Quicksilver in the movie. I was a little shocked at what happens to Quicksilver in the movie. I won't give it away, but it was pretty shocking to me. And finally, this is the second Avengers movie, and not once does Captain America, who is the leader of the Avengers in this movie, not once does he say, "Avengers Assemble." I can understand him not saying it in the first movie, but he's given 2 opportunities to say it, and he doesn't say it in this movie. Instead, he says, "Avengers, let's get to work." It's like, no, you should be saying "Avengers Assemble." That's a meaningless gripe, and it doesn't really take away too much from the enjoyment of the movie. But it would have been nice to hear it anyway. But overall, this is such a fantastic movie. I really enjoyed this movie. Everyone does a fantastic job, including the actors that get a very small amount of screen time, like Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. And Andy Serkis is in the movie as Ulysses Klaue, who's going to be the villain in the Black Panther movie, or Kobe Smulders as Maria Hill. They all do a great job. Overall, I'm giving this movie an A-. Definitely check this movie out.